today.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on. Butts.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Shepard. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. On first down, Shepard. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Shepard. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the... First down run, he gets maybe 3. 2nd and 7. Gibbs straight ahead. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. Shepard. That is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Throwing on first down. Shepard. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Montgomery back to the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. Shepard. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw. Shepard. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Lions will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Got Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal. Jackson will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
This has a feeling of a back-and-forth game, and we've seen that in evidence already with each of these teams' opening drives. This is what you call a quick answer, as they go down the field in no time flat and finish with a touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
These two teams all tied after 1. Off play action. Shepard. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
To throw on third down. Shepard working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Off the play fake. Shepard. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Looking to throw. Shepard. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down. Shepard. And the pressure gets to him again. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
7 yards there and a 1st down. Back to throw. Shepard setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Operating from the gun. Shepard. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Going underneath. Gibbs has it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. Back to throw again.
Open net is Waddle, complete.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Now 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw again.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Sheds him off at the 45. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And incomplete. Great coverage there. He was in the perfect position defensively to make a play on the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me, and that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday, anything can happen in this league.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So we have reached.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 74 yards.
And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's second down. Operating from the gun. Shepard looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Third down and 1.
Off play action. Shepard.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Coming right, this is Montgomery on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
To throw on 3rd down, Shepard. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
So out now come the Lions. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Shepard. And that's going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Now a toss left side, puts it on the carpet, it's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions.
So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, 2nd guy in, tackle the ball.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw. Shepard. And in for the Lions touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
High throw, but he makes the catch. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 35. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Back to throw here. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
Following the fumble recovery, Shepard. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw. Shepard. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. Quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about... the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now the Lions down by 2 touchdowns, just under 2 minutes to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. On 1st and 10, Shepard. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
And that's complete to Davis.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. And that is caught. It's Davis.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Just over 50 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Shepard. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here.
Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
To throw on 2nd down, Shepard.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Shepard.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. They shakes him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for San Francisco, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, you start to wonder if it's going to happen this year. The skid has hit 13 in a row on the season. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.